welcome back to another episode of In the Kitchen with Carly. Today I'm going to make a roasted vegetable and farro bowl. So we're gonna throw it together and it's a nice, quick, easy, healthy meal and it preps well. So if you want to reheat it or do some meal prepping for the week, it stores really well and it tastes even better the next day. So stay tuned, let's get cooking. All right, guys, for the ingredients, you are going to need, for the sauce, you're gonna need tahini, nutritional yeast, liquid aminos or soy sauce. We're also gonna make a pesto. So I have basil, garlic. I like to add some cilantro in there, so cilantro too, and some olive oil for the pesto. For the roasted vegetables, I use 1 zucchini, a red bell pepper, carrots. I happen to have shredded carrots, but any type of carrot chopped up will do. Broccolini, cherry tomatoes, an onion, red or sweet or white onion, doesn't matter. I also have this immersion blender to help with the sauce. You can, if you don't have one of these, just use a regular blender or a NutriBullet. I find this to be super helpful. And then for the farro, you will need for one or two servings, you'll need 1/4 cup of farro and 2/3 cup broth. If you're making for a couple of meals or like 2 to 4 people, double that. So you'll need, like I said, 1 serving is 1/4 cup of farro, 2/3 cup broth, and we're gonna put this on high here, let it boil and reduce it to a simmer. I'm also gonna preheat my oven to 425 to roast those vegetables. To get started, I need both hands, so I'm gonna show you here and then I'm gonna chop up all my veggies and then we'll do the sauce. We chopped up our zucchini into half slices here. Next, we are going to chop up our red bell pepper. Okay, red bell pepper is chopped up, nice and thin slices. We're gonna throw it all into a big bowl with our zucchini. Next, I'm gonna be chopping up our broccolini. Okay, broccolini is chopped up. For those of you who have not cooked with broccolini before, it's basically just baby broccoli. It's really delicious. You can use most of the stem. I remove any big leaves and I do cut off the bottom chunks of the stem that are a little tougher. It tends to be a little bit more bitter, but I do cook with most of the stems. I just slice them in half if the stem is really thick, just so they roast more evenly. So I like to have my broccolini slices pretty thin. And we're gonna go ahead, like I said, add these all to our big mixing bowl with the rest of the veggies. Next, we're gonna chop up our onion. Okay, onion is chopped up, nice thin slices. Again, we're adding it all into our bowl of veggies. Next, we're gonna add in our shredded carrots. If you don't have shredded, just chop up some carrots. I'd say about 2 handfuls worth. Throw them on in there. Last but not least, we're gonna dump in some cherry tomatoes. I'm not gonna use the whole package. I'd say about half. That looks about good for me. Okay, to season up these vegetables, I'm gonna throw on some adobo seasoning and some pepper. We also want to drizzle them with olive oil. Okay, we mixed up all the vegetables with the seasoning. They are ready to go on to our baking sheet and roast at 425 for about 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, we're gonna pour them on. I had the baking sheet preheating in the oven. Helps to get my vegetables extra crispy. Ooh, I completely missed the pan here. Remember, the pan's hot. Okay, I'm gonna spread them all out. Ooh, Ooh, look how colorful that looks. We're gonna go ahead and roast these for about 15 minutes. All right, now we are going to make the pesto. So I have some basil here, I would say about a good handful, 1 large clove of garlic, roughly chopped, and about a small handful of cilantro. Okay, we are going to then add this all into my bowl. And we are going to pour some olive oil in there. Okay, we're gonna use this immersion blender to blend up the pesto. Okay, pesto is ready. We are gonna set that aside. Vegetables are done roasting. They look good. They're just soft enough to get a fork through, and you want your tomatoes to be nice and roasted with the skin peeling off. Okay, now we are going to make the tahini sauce. So I have tahini, I've got nutritional yeast, and liquid aminos or soy sauce, whichever you have. You only need a dash. So we're gonna go ahead and add these to our bowl. I mixed 2 tablespoons of tahini, a half a tablespoon, actually it was probably about 3/4 of a tablespoon of nutritional yeast, and 3 dashes of liquid aminos or soy sauce. You can use either or. Now we are going to use the emulsion blender and create a sauce. We're gonna top our roasted vegetables with this sauce. They are now out of the oven, so we're gonna combine the farro, the vegetables, and our tahini and pesto sauce. First, you add in your farro. Then you want to top with your roasted vegetables. Next, we are going to top with our tahini sauce. If your sauce is too thick, you can add a little more oil, olive oil, and that'll help it to get a little creamier. Last, we are going to add in about a teaspoon of our pesto sauce. I'm also gonna top it with a little squeeze of fresh lemon juice. There you have it, our roasted vegetable farro bowl. I hope you guys enjoy. It doesn't look super pretty, but I promise you it tastes good.